right, and we are live. Good morning, everybody. This is Robert Barber, your digital mayor with Pinellas Live. And I am here today, and I'm super excited about our 7 to 10 web show that we do every day about where we're at today, because we are at an exciting not emerging because it's been here and it's been founded and very strong for some time, but it's really about to blow up. We're here today at the TEC Garage, and we're going to talk to some really great people about it. But we're a 7 to 10 minute daily web show sponsored by the Moeller&Barber real estate team, and we're excited to be here today. I'm also here with my co-host, Debbie Reeser. So how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good deal.
Really
I'm
good.
here with JJ, Tanya, and Tom. And they're here with the TEC Garage, and we're going to learn today about really what's happening here. And I don't know if you've seen it in the paper, but there is a new exciting project finally coming out of the ground, and I'm going to let Tanya talk about it. But again, guys, thanks for being here. Good deal. We always like to start with a little bit of a story so we get to know the people behind what's happening here in Pinellas County. And so maybe, Tanya, if you can share a little bit of your story.
Oh, sure. So I've been in the area now 23 years. I think it still does not qualify me as a resident. JJ, on the other hand, was born here, so it's been here a long period of time. But yeah, I've been here 23 years, moved from the big city of Knoxville, Tennessee, and I've made this my home ever since. I love the area, and I moved here for the sand and sun. Really, it was that easy back in the day, right? So 24 years ago. But since then, I've always been in some area of economic development where it's been, with the big ED groups across the bridge, chambers of commerce, or the university. And so about 13 years ago, I saw a vast need for working with startups and venture capital. We would get so many calls in the ED group at the chamber, and there was no one serving that market at the time. That's how we got started.
Wow. Well, you immediately saw a need, right? And then you guys jumped in to fill it, so that's pretty exciting. Well, great. Well, spend a little time talking about TEC Garage, because quite honestly, being here for the 10 years that I've been here, I've heard about it. And I've read some about it, but I really haven't had an opportunity to engage with it. And so tell us a little bit about TEC Garage, innovation, where you guys are going, and what the future holds.
Well, TEC Garage has been downtown St. Pete 2 years ago. We've been in the heart of the county until then for the previous 10 years at the Young Rainy Star Center. Right. We occupied 50,000 square feet, and we worked with a lot of defense tech companies because we were housed with defense tech companies such as Raytheon and all our neighbors, right? Constellation Technologies and such. And so when we were going to see the need to leave that facility because of the potential sale of the building, we did a feasibility study, and the study said overwhelmingly you need to be near downtown St. Petersburg. Pretty much downtown St. Pete was the number one location, and that was within the entire Tampa Bay marketplace.
Wow.
So that's when the study came in, and it's proven true. I mean, our numbers more than tripled with the number of companies we work with since we moved downtown.
And that was over 2 years ago, probably before when you started that process, right?
Right.
So even then you saw it coming.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. Downtown had not warmed up to co-working and working with entrepreneurs quite. It was, and actually the whole community even 13 years ago was kind of like pushing up a hill, and now it seems like they finally the community's kind of wrapped in arms around it, and embraced it, which is wonderful.
So do you think the fact that we have the three colleges here, SPC, USF, and Eckerd, is that part of what lends to that this was such a hot place to be?
Actually, being, kind of one of the top markets for millennials now, St. Petersburg was identified as that about a year ago, I think. I definitely feel that's a big help. But honestly, our average client is between 35 and 45. It's the typical Kaufman demographic for starting up a business.
Sure.
Look at the top 30 Forbes list of social entrepreneurs. 2 of them are in their 20s, a few are in their 30s, and most of them are 40 and 50. Yeah. And that's social entrepreneurship, the kind of whole Tom's model, Tom's shoes and all that. So,
That's exciting. That's exciting.
But it's great for interns.
Yeah.
Right? It's great for interns. And there are some great student entrepreneurship companies. I mean, wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we definitely have some viewers on, and one of the things that really attracted me to really want to try to spend some time here today is not only what you've been able to do with TEC Garage the way that it is today, but also what the future holds. And so this announcement of the Innovation Center, maybe you can just tell us a little bit about that and share with maybe someone who sees this what the future holds for you guys.
Well, we lose clients every day for space. We actually sign them up virtually, but we lose opportunities from, I think, mostly, JJ, from international markets that come in. We have people jump in from France and other countries that, are looking for space, or even the Northeast, and they're looking for lab space or prototyping space, and we just can't accommodate that in the 6,000 square feet we have today. So the 50,000 square foot Innovation Center, 30,000 is going to be just dedicated to the startup community, period. And then we're going to have conference rooms, creative event space.
Right.
We may have a center for 3D prototyping and advanced manufacturing.
Sure.
A little bit of wet lab space if we, depending on our agreement with the county, as a major partner in this deal, along with the city of St. Petersburg. But it's going to be specifically designed for entrepreneurs. It's not going to be tenant challenge space that we had at the Star Center. It's not going to be small space that's too small that we have today.
Right.
So it's going to be specifically designed with the entrepreneur in mind. So that's what's so exciting about it.
How exciting for Pinellas County! I mean, to be out there. I mean, as we do this web show, we just keep running into people that are pushing the edge and growing and growing and growing and pouring themselves. And that's the other thing. I love that you guys are pouring yourselves into these people, because it's not just putting this project together, but you're pouring your consulting, your expertise, your skills, right, JJ? I mean, that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that I have, fortunately, my background is I went to Y Combinator in San Francisco, lived out there for 4 months with a high technology company, and basically spent my time learning what they do. And there was a gap, there was a missing component here in Pinellas County. And what happened to us was we got coached all the time. So we were coached once a week, hour and a half. People would come in as there were gaps. Then they would fill those gaps with people that would mentor. And so when we came here, Tanya wanted to do something special, and we incorporated that into what we were doing. So we coach every one of our clients every week for an hour to an hour and a half. Tom and I spend time with them. We actually become part of the team and don't let them miss anything that they should be doing. So time is the only thing an entrepreneur can never get back. And if you don't keep them on track, if you don't keep them with their milestones, then they can lose. And so that's where we really try hard to make sure that there are no gaps when they're moving forward with their project.
Sure.
So, JJ, are you and Tom vetting the companies that are coming in?
We do. Tom and I we try to talk to them together, but because of our schedule, sometimes one or the other, but we're pretty comfortable with each other's decisions.
Sure,
don't you
absolutely,
think?
yeah.
So yeah, we make sure that they fit. We take on some people that are not potentially high technology because they have a gap or a need, and we can help them. Somebody that may be, we have an older person who's in our fold that is not a technology expert, but he's got a product that can really help. Actually, he's working with the city of St. Pete right now, trying to get specified in the sewer issue that's going on. He has a product that can help them, and so if he gets specified, but his weakness was technology and websites and things like that, and we were able to bring that to the fold for him and make it happen without him spending a lot of money and trying to find it himself.
Or trying to vet a million different people out there and try to figure out who can help.
Right.
Yep.
And Tom's experience is, you want to talk a little bit about your
Yeah, my background, JJ and I've been friends for 40 years. I'll just go say that. And he brought me down here. But my background's more in corporations. I was a senior executive in corporations. And so when JJ talked to me about this, I came down and started coaching mostly startups. But it has evolved so that now I have one client that's up to $2 million in revenue. We just had a client come to us who's been here for a long time, but kind of plateaued. So he's at $5 million. He wants me to help him grow to a much bigger company. So we're a great complement to each other. Our views are a little bit different. So when there's an issue, we work together perfectly. So it's a good team.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, kudos to you guys for putting this together and being so passionate and persistent to stick with it, because it definitely is something that is one of the pillars, I think, that's going to make the place we live, Pinellas County, amazing for the future. So it's been great. Well, we're already at 8 minutes into our time today. I know it goes by really, really fast. But guys, we're going to also take a tour, and we're going to put some other content. We're going to link up everybody's contact information below and make sure you can get in contact, or you can direct message me. But if you have anything, just connect with us. But I always like to end our show by getting a little bit of wisdom. And so we're going to do a triple threat wisdom here. So I'm going to ask each one of you to impart a little bit of wisdom today, whatever's in your heart. If someone sees this today or 20 years from now, we'll start with maybe you, JJ. What kind of wisdom do you have out there to share with people today?
So if you've got an idea and you want to be successful, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be passionate. And people make judgments all day long about whether a company can succeed or not succeed, or is the technology good or is the technology bad. I think it's the passion that's in your heart that makes you want to continue, that makes you want to strive forward, is what makes a company successful. And it's one of the key components that I look for when I'm vetting a company. So
that's awesome.
Be passionate about whatever's in your heart and believe in it.
So if you're going to show up, you better show up passionate.
That's right. Absolutely.
Don, what about you?
JJ and I have always felt when we work with customers, the sooner they can get a product or an idea to market and have customers get them feedback, the sooner they're going to make progress and be successful.
Gotcha. Awesome. Speed. Passion and speed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Miss Tanya?
Don't listen to others tell you you can't do it. Yeah, a lot of folks will say that doesn't make any sense. And there's some products out there we never thought anyone would buy,
Right.
but people buy them. So it goes back maybe to the passion to a degree, but just don't get discouraged easily.
It's awesome. It's
That's
great.
advice.
Well, thank you guys for spending the time with us today. I really enjoyed it, and I know that I just feel it sitting in the room, and you can't maybe feel it if you're just watching this, but these people right here are passionate about what's happening here, and they care about their clients. I can already tell just from the connection. And thank you guys for serving and just being a part of this community. So
Thank you.
So our
Thank you
pleasure.
for having
Thank you for you guys.
that's
do.
awesome.
Thank you.
Well, we always like to end our show by telling you we love you, so you make sure that you hear that at least once today. Guys, go out and make a great day. It's Wednesday, and go out and celebrate the great life that is Pinellas. Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks. Go back and get the extra content they will. So it's still recording. It's just not live.
Right.
So if there's anything else you guys want to share or anything else you want to, how do people get connected to you? I mean, I think that's an important thing. Do they just show up, or is
A little
there a
bit of everything.
process?
A lot through. Yeah, you're
Oh,
reading.
wait.
You're on your pants now.
See, that's why I don't fit in the box.
So one time we had a very formal vetting committee. Just
Uh-huh.
venture capitalists, investment, and no one ever made it through the doors. So when we moved downtown, we changed that whole process, and now we personally interview them, and we look for the passion, the willingness to get some things done, and sometimes JJ will come back, and JJ's you don't need to do that. Just he's highly. You're not very encouraging in the beginning. He'll go back, give them homework assignments, and they come
Sure.
back and they do them. Right? That's kind of
Right.
your
No,
vetting
yeah.
process.
I
It's
mean,
a good way
it-
to test them, right?
Just
to see
if
Yeah,
they're
they're gonna
serious
do
about
it.
it.
You really,
Everybody's got an idea.
is this
Yeah.
Everybody's got an idea.
somebody came to me the other day and said, I've got 30 ideas. I've got idea after idea after idea. And I said, well, then you're going to fail because you got to focus on something. You know how much time it takes to do one idea. How do you get that idea out there? I mean, you guys are in commercial real estate. Imagine if you did commercial real estate, residential real estate, TV shows.
No.
It's hard to
They do,
focus.
but-
It takes a lot of time.
They do all three.
So just, I challenge them and say, okay, so if you really think you want to do that, go back and come back with a plan.
Yeah.
And some of the ones that do, then that's good. The ones that don't, I
We
never
don't-
see them again.
Don't necessarily require you to have a business plan.
Sure.
We like to see a good slide deck,
Yeah.
with some that you've thought through it. But we also, this year, partnered with Creative Pinellas, and we offered co-starters via a grant with Duke Energy, and we mixed the creatives with the techies, so it's 50-50 in the class, and it's gone very well.
That's an interesting thing to do.
Because the creative community works very hand in hand. You grow one, you grow the tech community usually in most markets. So we're trying to do that because we have a great artist community here.
Oh,
But
that's
they don't know how to
amazing.
make a business. They're very
Right.
passionate about it, but they don't know how to make money about it.
But
Exactly.
you know what? That's what's great about the greenhouse because they're actually putting on those workshops for artists in particular on how to grow their business, how to run their business, and the greenhouse is
Yeah.
fantastic.
John
too for
Collins
that.
is doing some of that. He and I talked. He doesn't
The
tell them how to
Arts
create a
Alliance,
business
yeah.
out of it. He tells them how to do QuickBooks. He tells them how to price their model, but he doesn't know how to. He said, I don't do the business side of it.
So, that's
So
where
we're a
you
great
guys come
complement
in.
to each
Sure.
other. And actually, he shared his curriculum with me, and we're working together with John because John's the one that put the whole thing together at the greenhouse. So yeah, we're all partnering together. That's the one thing I'd like to have said about the difference between the two communities is that I think even though there are silos with the big institutions, the individuals. So you look at the artist community here, all the different artist organizations work well together. They feed well.
Yeah, I agree with that. The
They do.
artists,
We don't have that across the bridge so much.
and I can also tell you, even in the hospitality and restaurant business here, they really work well together. I mean, because we do usually on Wednesdays we sit down with a lot of restaurants and
Yeah.
restaurant owners and talk to them, and they work so well together. They come hand in hand with each other, and they're not seeing the majority that I'm meeting
Right.
are not competing against one another.
No.
They're just trying to lift up what's happening, and I see
And I
it in
think
the
that you
artists.
feel that within this community, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
definitely in the craft beer industry here,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they've always trying to keep everybody uplifted.
I think maybe Pinellas County has a little bit more feel of that, more Midwesterny, not just cut your throat, more of a, let's try to help each other kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of the executives that move in from New York and
Yeah.
such are all new to Tampa and
Sure.
kind of have that vibe.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
No,
I'm
it's
just saying you
just
just have that vibe.
It's different,
It's
yeah.
a different vibe. Yeah.
And I think it takes, for people that are coming from those areas, it takes some time to adjust to our way of life.
We have a lot to offer here.
And we
And when I
do.
lived in San Francisco for 4 months, they have a good entrepreneurial community, but other than that, they don't have any more than we have to offer. And as we build this foundation of people that can help and can assist, and we grow and we get better and better, then there's no reason that we can't equal what
Right.
they're doing in San Francisco. And so that's sort of my passion, and I think our passion is to actually create something that is as good as San Francisco, and people want to come here and see what we're doing and how we're doing it, and partner with us to go forward to the next level.
And so, you keep on mentioning the greenhouse, and they're not an incubator. They are,
Right, I know.
they do educational programs, but we feed people into that. So they're all part of this ecosystem, and we all work together. And I think that it's got to be an ecosystem for economic development, getting the big companies
Right.
here, from startups to
Sure.
tech incubator to the arts incubator to the greenhouse. It all plays well together, and it has to, and we have to kind of lift each other up.
What does seem from the article that came out about the Innovation District, it seems like you have a really good working relationship with the city,
We do.
which is wonderful. because-
She spends so much time doing that,
Be nice.
and it's very difficult.
Yeah,
She does a phenomenal job.
we're a good team
Yeah.
because each of us have our things we don't
Or
like
so
to
you're
Right.
do.
throwing her out there
So
to deal
That's right.
with the
Tanya
city.
takes care of all that stuff.
She has
Works.
such phenomenal contacts, and she's so good working with those people. She
Yeah.
does a great job.
Whereas I would just as soon
Yeah.
spend time with the young
Well,
stars.
it's just so important. It is so important for people, because starting your own business, at least my perspective is that, you're just so focused on, on everything that you're so focused on all the stuff you can't do. And if you just would focus on what
Yep.
you're really good at and be self-aware that this is what I'm good at, and then allow people like you to come beside and walk with you and then
Right.
find the partners,
Yep.
and it works.
Yeah, they just love to have somebody to talk to,
Mhm.
and sometimes we can give them valuable advice, but at least they have somebody to talk to and can kind of help them move forward, because sometimes it's kind of like being on an island. So they enjoy it.
It's been a little easier getting companies, the big companies, and feeding our startups to them, because now they're big corporations are creating positions like directors of innovation. And so
Right.
now
Oh,
we
wow.
have been really good. Tom and JJ have been really good at opening doors and getting them in there early. And so now we have one company doing 2 pilots with some big institutions that we would never have had. It would have been hard to find that right person 3 years ago. You have to.
Yep, it's been
Wow,
Wow,
phenomenal.
kudos
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So I know you see a lot of great products and great ideas. So tell us a success story that you're really proud of.
You talk about Tenari.
Yeah, we have a company that does social media investigation, and he basically had nothing yet, no money, and he's limped through and bootstrapped through, and we've been working with him for a year and a half, or 2 years, I guess, almost now. Yeah, more
Yeah,
than
2
2
years,
years.
yeah.
We've been working with him for 2 years, and his software is now becoming one of the most widely accepted. It's being used in court cases.
That's standard.
So, and he's really just getting started. It hasn't even been released to the open market. Currently, it's just as a service for people lawyers,
Mhm.
prosecutors,
Sure.
district attorneys that need it. And so it's really becoming well proven, and he's got a chance to be hugely successful.
That's exciting.
IBM bought, well, I don't know, I probably shouldn't say that. Anyway,
We don't share that much.
Well, it was a need. It was a need, and
Oh,
you had someone
absolutely.
who, wanted to do it, and he needed help, and you guys were there.
his product provides court authenticated evidence off of all social media.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So this
Right.
Facebook thing, if
Yeah.
somebody goes and you guys delete it, then you say, "Oh, we're not going to do this," and they
Right.
said something bad. His software would go back and find it authenticated, and it could be used in court as evidence.
Wow. Is he local?
He's right over in that office. Yeah.
Without having
I mean,
to
he's
knock
from
on
June.
He's at
Facebook's
the doctor
door.
this morning
Right.
with this cold that
Right.
I had. I
That's
told him
everything.
Yeah.
I told him it's viral.
So
He's going to
he's-
get $25 campaign.
Exciting.
Yeah, he's got a really, really good chance, and Tom has a couple that are like right there too.
We've got a partner group that built a platform for virtual races.
Mhm.
And I'm a little more skeptical than JJ. When they came to us, I'm going, I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't sound that good.
But I like
But I know she did, and they they have themes for all their races, and some of it's in the public domain, and some of it they've licensed, like Pac-Man. So people sign up for these races, and they might be as short as 15 miles, or they could be 80 miles,
Right.
and they choose a route for them.
Uh-huh.
And so you sign on, and you can sync
your
up
Fitbit,
your
yeah,
Garmin
man,
or your
yeah,
Fitbit.
yeah. Mhm.
And so you go out and run or bike or swim
Mhm.
and come back, and it syncs up with their platform, and then they send you an email showing you the route that you just took. And so people are really compelled by that. But then when they finish, they design these medals and T-shirts that people love.
Very
So
pretty.
they pay between $25 and $40 to run the race.
Sure.
and then they get their medal.
Sure.
This company's grown from nothing to a $2 million run rate
Think
in 1
about
year.
the scalability of that.
Oh yeah,
I
they're in
mean,
52
They're
countries.
getting a lot of competitors now, though.
Yep.
On my Facebook feed, they have one of the companies had a Black Friday special, $9.99.
Right, yeah. It's a great
That's-
space though, and they've
Yeah.
done very well.
They've done very well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, because people are running anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, they're training.
Right, it just gives it a little bit higher component.
I mean, the
Yeah.
race to Hogwarts, if you're a Harry Potter fan,
Sure.
the Alice in Wonderland race, and you go through with the Mad Hatter and everybody.
But
And
and-
I
even
did
if
the
you're
Legend
not,
of
you
Sleepy
can't
Hollow
travel
and-
to a race because of the cost.
Exactly.
yeah.
So
Wow.
you get the same. I just did the naughty or nice race.
You
did?
did?
Yeah.
Finished.
No, we did the road to Hana. It was 60 plus
Yeah.
miles, and he was supposed to sign up, and he never did.
I did.
Oh.
My T-shirt has Santa Claus and it says naughty. I didn't check that one. It says nice. No. I tried really hard. That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
I see you.
How many miles did you do?
No,
it?
no.
Yeah.
I was there when they were building them. So
Was it 15 miles?
no, 11.1.
I knew. We did the 60-mile one.
Yeah.
So
I did it
that's-
one weekend.
I knew it. All
That's
right.
so funny.
That's funny. I can do that in Disney in one day.
Yeah, it's great.
Well,
fun.
good. You know, I may just wrap up because I know you guys are short on your time, but I want to be sensitive to that. So, if we could help you in some way, I mean, what kind of message could I kind of wrap up, whether it be in the content or context of this, to kind of help you guys in some way?
I think just getting the word out about us is
Okay.
key.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a lot. You know, we're a lot of people find us via the Tampa Bay Innovation Center via
Mhm.
Google. To be honest
Yep.
with you, a lot of that through either co-working, a lot of word of mouth.
A lot of word of mouth. Yep.
And
Yeah.
these programs typically all over. I mean, I've been at this a long time, so all over the nation and international, it's usually a word of mouth. I referred you from an attorney or a CPA or whatever it might be, or another client. So,
Nice. Thank you guys for the time.
Oh,
Thanks.
our pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Hey everybody, it's Robert Barber with the Moeller&Barber Real Estate Team. Hope you really enjoyed the latest episode of Pinellas Live. We just love bringing those Pinellas Live episodes to you guys and celebrating the exceptional life that it is Pinellas. But do me a favor, so you can get notified as quickly as our new episodes come up. Love for you to take a moment and hit the subscribe button right over here. Once you hit the subscribe, you're going to get notified as soon as our newest episodes are up. Also, here's some suggested videos that you may enjoy that are going to pop up over here. At the same time, comments. We live off of comments. Go down to the comments, check it out, see what other people are talking about. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. We want to hear those stories from you guys, and we respond to all the comments and questions. So go now, hit the comments. Most of all, subscribe. Take care, guys. We love you.